This is Current Question. I'm your host, David Jackson. The World Health Organization defines a pandemic as the worldwide spread of a new disease. Now, there have been recent pandemics involving H1N1, the Zika virus, but there are also very old diseases that have plagued the world for centuries, like polio, leprosy, and measles. But now, let's look specifically at the deadliest pandemics in world history. The bubonic plague is commonly believed to be the disease that ravaged Europe during the cataclysmic pandemic known as the Black Plague or the Black Death. This disease peaked in Europe in the mid-1300s and resulted in a minimum of 75 million deaths. And some historians estimate the death toll to be even higher, upwards towards 200 million. While the Black Death has long passed, hundreds of cases of the plague are still recorded today. Cholera is a disease that originated in the Ganges Delta in India. And while nowadays cholera is an easily treatable disease in developed countries, this is a disease that has previously devastated many parts of the world and even today continues to threaten areas facing poverty. Today, cholera claims thousands of lives a year worldwide. Smallpox is an ancient disease that dates back to the Egyptian Empire, and since that time, there have been many outbreaks throughout history. It was estimated that 3 out of 10 people died from the disease, and it wasn't until the mid-1800s that a vaccine was created. And by 1980, smallpox became the one and only human disease to be completely eradicated. The flu is a very old disease caused by the influenza virus, and it has 4 types: A, B, C, and D. One of the worst pandemics in history was in 1918, and it's commonly known as the Spanish flu. This pandemic occurred at the end of World War I, and the close proximity of the soldiers' quarters actually increased the spread of the disease. The name of this pandemic caught on because of a large outbreak that happened in Spain at the time. However, in reality, the flu was breaking out in many locations, and ultimately around 50 million people died. That's more people than the casualties of World War I. The human immunodeficiency virus, or HIV, is an immune disease believed to have originated in the earliest 20th century in West Africa. The most advanced stage of HIV infection is the acquired immunodeficiency syndrome, also known as AIDS. To date, HIV has claimed 32 million lives, and while there's no cure for the HIV virus, the virus can be suppressed through lifelong treatment. The World Health Organization and the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention recommended the following steps for preventing illnesses like the ones we've just covered. Take a look. And as always, guys, thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time on Current Question. I'm your host, David Jackson.